Hi, this is C. Megan Michael, your intuitive health coach, coming to you from breaking free from toxic people and breaking free from narcissistic abuse. I was doing my morning meditation. I've already meditated for about 45 minutes, and then I felt inspired to do a card pull for myself, but I also felt inspired to share it. So if you're watching this, this is for you too. So these are the cards that I pulled. And not, okay, I'm just going to go with it this way. All right, intimacy, open up and get close. Harmony, get on key. And endurance, keep your eye on the ball. And for this one, I asked Spirit for past, present, and future. First card being past, middle is present, and future. Okay, so there's a little dog, little black fuzzy dog, and he's wearing a party hat, much like the dogs in the picture. He's wearing a little party hat with little, you know, thingies on top. You know, those paper, you know what I'm talking about. He's a happy dog. He's a happy little dog. It's his birthday today. He was feeling kind of lonely, but I see that another dog peering through a hole in the fence to his left. And this dog is walking down this long street. I've seen the street before in other visions, and I'm coming to understand that this street represents a journey. All right, that's how I see it so far. The dog is walking down the street with his little party hat, and it's his birthday. But somebody's peering out through the fence and watching him. And I see he's got some other friends with him. So I kind of feel like he feels some loneliness in here because even though he's got the friends, the company, they're not with him. They're It's like he's walking over here and they're over here, walking a little bit behind him. So he feels good, yet slightly misunderstood because he's on a path. He's on a path that these are his genuine friends. He loves these friends and these friends love him, but he's on a path and he doesn't really resonate 100%, even though they're his friends. They and that's okay. That's okay. That we're all in different places in our journey, but the dog does feel a little bit of loneliness inside because of it. But he knows that he's doing the right thing. That he's on this journey, and he's moving ahead and he's leading the way. That's what the dog is doing. He's leading the way. He's showing his friends who love him, that this is the way to go. I don't know if he has pain in his shoulder right now or if I have pain in my shoulder right now. Spirit, take that away, please. Okay, it went away. So I don't think it was my pain. So does that dog have some pain in his shoulder? It's some it's you know, it's interesting because spirit shows me these visions clairvoyantly. I haven't had any kind of coaching or any, well, I do. I have spirit coaching me directly, which is, you can't ask for anything better than that, right? Let me see if I can make this a little bit clearer. Maybe a little bit. All right. I'm sorry if it was blurry before. Um, but it's a journey. It's a journey, and you're on it with me. And I don't have to, I think, explain it this well. I just in case it's your first time watching. Greetings, hello, thank you for watching. And anyway, so this is the evolution. And if you've seen my videos, you'll see the, you know, a huge evolution. Anyway, so where I am right now, I'm learning to interpret. I'm learning how to interpret what I'm seeing, and and it's not just singing. It's, you know, it's you have to listen and see. It's a clairvoyant, does clear seeing. You have to listen clairaudiently and see if you hear, and if you hear anything, and smell. Use your sense of smell. I think that's clair olfactory, and then there's clair gustance, which is taste. All, you know, and then there's clair cognizance, which is a really strong um, uh, psychic ability that I have. A lot of us have. But anyway, I'm just talking about myself at this very moment, which is clear knowing. Clear knowing, which is just, you just know. You just know what you know. And hello, Trixie. Hello. And then there's clairsentience. I might as well just tell you that too, because as an empath, you have clairsentience. If you're watching this, you're probably almost definitely an empath. Um, and even though we all have these abilities, some of us are born with some abilities stronger than others. I was definitely born with very strong empathic abilities, as were a lot of us who have dealt with abuse in the past. Because a lot of times, especially when we don't, it doesn't matter. I don't want to get off track. It does matter, but I want to stay focused here. I want to go back and see what's going on. I want to find out what's going on with this reading. So, all right. So what the shoulder thing just threw me for a second because I wasn't really sure if it was my shoulder or the shoulder of the dog. And I'm just going to keep going with where we are. So there's a I feel like it's a dog. Could be a person. It's a being on the other side of the fence, peering through a hole and watching this little birthday dog, little black long-haired birthday dog, walking down the street with his, you know, three friends behind him, but to his side. So they're walking side by side, but this one's ahead. That's why, and he feels that bit of loneliness because he is leading, and that's okay, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. There always has to be someone, or someones who see maybe the light before the others, and then they can help to guide the others to the light. And that's what he's walking toward. I see it now, which is like a very bright sun, and he's the light, and he's guiding others, and his friends are happily walking by his side. But not side by side. So he does feel that bit of loneliness. And if this is resonating with you, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. So I don't know who's peering through the fence. The people that don't get it. The people that are not on a path to enlightenment. This dog is on a path to enlightenment, and then I see and that he's guiding their friends. But the people behind that fence that are just peering out, they're watching. They're watching because they're curious, because something in their inner being is telling them that there's truth to this, and yet they don't want to be involved. They don't want to, walk by this dog's side. They don't want to come to the birthday party or anything like that. They're keeping their distance. They're very judgmental, maybe critical, but it's only because it doesn't resonate with what they were taught, with their programming. It does, they don't get it. They don't get it, and so to them it's very odd and different and weird, and this little happy dog is just a weird little happy dog, and they're just gonna watch. They're gonna watch. Be like in a like if you live in a senior community, which I have done that before years ago with my mother, and And a lot of people have a lot of time on their hands, and then some people, some people, they have a tendency to just watch out their blinds, watch everything. You know what I'm talking about? The kind of person they're very nosy. They have to watch everything that everybody's. They don't get involved, and they're not your friend, but they want to watch everything that you're doing. And that's what this other being, other dog, other. I actually feel like there's many dogs. There's more dogs behind that fence with the one dog peering through, but there's many dogs behind that fence that we can't see, but I can see them. But and there's only a few dogs at the party. I know this speaks to enlightenment. I am feeling, and you may interpret it differently, and that's great. What I'm interpreting is that this is, you interpret it for yourself. But what I'm seeing is that this lead dog is maybe like myself right now. There's a lot of other people, like doing the same things that I'm doing that are very awake and aware and becoming more so every day. I don't need to make excuses. I don't need to like apologize for the fact that I'm awake and aware. And I know you're not thinking that probably, but that's my old inner programming is coming out saying like, don't say anything good about yourself. All right, so that's me. I feel like in my interpretation, this is I am the lead dog. In your version, you may be the lead dog, and then there's there's my friends that are with me, and then most of the world doesn't get it. Most of the world is not yet awakened, and they're back there, they're judging, but they're keeping to themselves. They're keeping to themselves because nothing that this little dog is saying or doing or walking is offensive. I mean, some of them probably take it that way, but honestly, he's just a happy little dog going through his life and celebrating his birthday with his friends. So they're just watching with their little critical eyes. They're watching. So I feel like intimacy may be difficult for you. That's why those other dogs are not walking side by side with you. The little dog that I see, it looks like this little dog over here. So this is a little dog that I'm seeing with a little party hat with the fuzzy things on top. And the rest of his crew are walking, like I said, like a little bit behind, but still by side and walking forward together. They're all part of the party. They all have the little birthday hats on, but the intimacy is not there. The intimacy, well, it's there, but not. They don't fully understand him. Have you ever felt misunderstood? This is what this is about. That a lot of people may not understand you, may not really get you. There might be a few people, a handful of people that get you. And even though maybe they're not exactly where you are, but see, we're all on these dogs, they're all on the same path, but just different. No, they're all on the same journey. I've been saying this for a long time. The same journey, but different paths. However, as I see it right now, they're all on the same path, on the same journey, but they're at different. Maybe this one, like this guy's a little bit ahead, a little bit closer to the light, and the other, and these guys are like, oh well, let's follow the birthday dog, and we'll go. Well, not follow, but step with, walk alongside of the birthday dog. Except they're not quite as enlightened as the birthday dog, so they don't quite get you. So the intimacy, you're struggling with intimacy. I don't know if it's just of a relationship nature, like an intimate nature, like a one-on-one, boyfriend, girlfriend, significant partner kind of thing, or it's just I'm feeling like it's everybody. Like it's everybody. You may not feel close to, really close to anyone. That intimacy is a struggle. A bit of a struggle for you, and it's not because there's anything wrong with you at all, and there's nothing wrong with them either. It's just that you're not exactly in the same place, and that's okay. Although, hang on a second, I'm also feeling like there's a bit of a block. That might be in the lower chakras, like the sexual chakras. I'm feeling like there might be a block, like you're afraid to get close. In a way, you kind of don't want to get close. You're really happy with your independence too, and you've been hurt before, and you feel that kind of closeness, that kind of intimacy is hard for you. It's hard to contemplate. It's hard fathom doing that again because you've had negative experiences in the past. And so you keep your distance. So it's not that maybe these dogs don't want to be closer. Maybe that's not it. Maybe it's that they don't want to be closer. Part of it may be just because you keep your distance and you don't allow them to get too close because you don't want to be hurt. And endurance is the last card. Keep your eye on the ball. Endurance. And even in this card, I see that like his human is in the back and not quite, not side by side with this dog who's doing what he needs to do. He's following his dreams. He's on his life path. He's on the right path. So just keep following your path, and keep doing what you're doing, and just keep your eye on the ball. And I believe the intimacy will come. That might be something we need to release. I actually pulled three more cards. I've never done a 6 card pull before, but I felt strongly that I should pull these 3 cards. I don't know what they are yet. I'm not even looking yet. So let's pull them together. Okay. I'm going to put these other ones. No, I'll leave them out. All right. So here we go. Expression, speak your truth. Okay. Victimhood, take responsibility. Oh, wow. This is going to be really interesting. This might explain more of the story. Okay. And then this one, cooperation, better together. In case I haven't mentioned, I've told you guys before, but this is the Divine Dog Wisdom cards, and it's my favorite. It's my favorite right now. It is because it resonates with me. And if you read cards, or if you want to read cards, you just buy the cards that resonate with you and spirit, and connect with spirit, and they're going to work with you. Whichever cards you have, it's not like one deck is more spiritual than another deck. It just what resonates with you. And obviously, I love dogs. So, all right, let me go back to the dogs. So I see expression, speak your truth, victimhood, cooperation. Okay, so I feel this. Okay, so I feel this was the last one we had, which was endurance. Keep your eye on the ball, which meaning to keep your eye on your focus in life and your path. Stay on your path. And you know what? You may feel sometimes like you want to maybe, I don't know, gossip or chat or eat crappy food or go out and drinking and get drunk or something like you used to do, because you don't want to be alone. You really want to be hanging out. But then when you do those things, you don't feel connected to those people anymore. It doesn't feel right to you. It doesn't resonate with you. So you're kind of in a place of flux. You're not where you were, and yet you're not really where you're going to be. You're in a phase of transition. And that's okay. Just be where you are and be comfortable where you are. And it's hard sometimes, but it's okay. You can do it. It's really okay. And then expression, to speak your truth. So don't be afraid because your friends aren't resonating with you. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. If you know what you know in your soul. If you know in your soul a truth, then speak it. And if your friends don't like it, then you're not really, if I'm using the term friend loosely at this point. If other people, let me use that. If other people don't resonate with your truth, that's okay. They don't have to. They don't have to resonate with your truth. This is your truth. And believe me, there are people that will resonate with your truth. But frankly, the most important thing is that you do. You speak your truth. You stand in your truth. You stand in your authenticity, and you will attract your tribe. You will attract the people that resonate with you. You do not need to be or pretend to be who you were or act like you used to do or do the things that you used to do in order to get acceptance from people that no longer resonate with you because you're afraid to be alone. It's, alone is not lonely. And spending time with people that bring you down and they lower your vibration is not It's not going to benefit you. It's going to hold you back. You'll wind up attracting more lower vibrational things into your life, things that you don't want. And it will perpetuate the victimhood. There we go. It's going to perpetuate this victimhood that you've been through for so many years of your life. You've got to take responsibility for your own actions. You've got to take responsibility and you've got to speak your truth